To many outsiders, the Virgin Islands is advertised as an American paradise, a short distance to travel for that faraway, exotic feeling. But once newcomers arrive, their image may soon be betrayed by the traffic problem that plagues the territory. We spoke with some motorists to get their opinion on the congestion.
There's too many cars in St. Thomas.
It's not too bad today. It could be better. I wish they built that highway along the waterfront.
The problem here is terrible. It's worse than ever.
What are your other feelings on that?
I don't know what to say, because look at this problem cannot be solved.
That's deplorable. I mean, and it's getting worse.
Solutions for the problem are varied. Some people want wider roads, others want stricter enforcement of existing laws.
Widen the streets or take some of the cars off. Only allow one per family.
Okay. We need less vehicles and more roads and fewer lights.
More policemen and the corners, especially with the intersection.
To make it more expensive to have more than one car.
Many suggestions arrived at out of pure frustration were not appropriate for this audience, and one not mentioned was possible multi-level parking at the Fort Christian parking lot. As far as real solutions go, no plan is on the horizon. A 4-lane highway leads itself into confrontation with those who feel it would destroy the natural beauty of the harbor front, and multi-tiered parking meets its demise for the same reasons. From Veterans Drive, Matt Doty for News Center 10. At noon today in the Savon area, 2 men died as a result of a stabbing. They are reported to be father and son relationship. We go to Chief of Investigation, Ray Hyman.
Of kins were notified. The names of the individuals, the father is what we know as Edgar Phillips, and the son is Larry Phillips.
Both dead?
Both dead.
Several eyewitnesses reported that an officer arrived on the scene when both victims were quarreling. He hesitated to intervene because he had no backup. By the time the officer did get inside, beyond the corrugated fence surrounding the house, the stabbings had already occurred.
No, I hear for the boy, the man, and they hitting the old man.
Another eyewitness reported the difficulty in gaining entry to the scene of the crime.
So he said, "'Tis in there, 'tis in there." One of the fellow said, "'Tis in there, 'tis in there." So the police went to unlock the door with a knife, and I pick up a piece of 2x4, going to the door, and with that the policeman arrived, and I dropped the 2x4, and the police closed back the knife while he was trying to unlock the door with. And the policeman take over and so we walk off and everybody get along. That's all I see and know.
Deputy Chief Hyman explains how the police responded to the call.
Upon a response, the officers found that of 2 male bodies lying in one of the rooms, apparently of dead as a result of what appeared to be stab wounds. Our investigation presently revealed that there is a possibility it may have been a suicide homicide. Both individuals are related, a father and son.
Detectives reportedly found 1 knife on the scene, which creates an interesting situation when 2 men are dead. Investigations are still continuing. The police department is awaiting the medical examiner's report, which may shed some light on this dark tragedy. From Savon, Matt Doty, News Center 10. Candidates for the 1986 general election were required to file with the Commission on Ethics and Conflicts of Interest. So far, 26 candidates have not filed. They face a possible 1 to 5 years in jail and $5,000 fine. The Commission sent out a form to be filled by all candidates. It requested financial disclosures involving income, investments, and any capital gains exceeding $5,000 from a single source. The form also asks for a list of creditors to whom the candidate may have been indebted. The reason for the filing is to maintain standards of ethical behavior by those who conduct the public's business. The Commission's responsibility also rests on safeguarding the principle that all officials must act with the utmost integrity and absolute impartiality and loyalty to the public interest. The Commission on Ethics has forwarded a list of candidates who have not filed to the Attorney General Leroy Mercer. The letter lists some 26 names. It should be noted that some candidates who were not elected to office are still required to file. Attempts to contact the lawyer who is handling the case in the Criminal Law Department were unsuccessful. For News Center 10, I'm Matt Doty reporting. I'm standing on the easternmost point of Peterborg. It has recently made headlines on 3 occasions by claiming the lives of 3 swimmers. Looking down, one can see a somewhat alluring pool, about 15 by 20 feet wide. But its natural beauty is soon defied when one learns of the lives that have been lost here. What is deceiving about the pool is that on a calm day, a wave will unexpectedly break over from the right of this picture and wash out any unsuspecting bathers. The especially turbulent area could quickly knock out a person against the rocks. One victim from a year ago was reportedly an Olympic swimmer. But 3 deaths of rather experienced swimmers has still not led to any action by local authorities. However, there have been some suggestions.
We'd like to post some signs. We're trying to get in touch with the property owners and try to post some signs up here, maybe put a chain up across the road. And maybe possibly even getting rid of the pool altogether. I hate to do those kind of things. I hate to get involved in that kind of action, but you know, it's 2 out of the 4 times I'm the one that's ended up telling the people that they've lost a family member.
Marsiglio noted some of the bizarre circumstances that surrounded one death.
Some of the people that were with victims here have stated to us that they were sitting in the pool discussing what had happened to the last victim when a wave came over and washed them in, and they've lost one of their members. And it's just we don't no way to comprehend that.
Some people say that blowing up the pool will only destroy a natural wonder, setting a dubious precedent for future hazardous areas. One thing is certain, though, you can only warn people of the possible tragic consequences their curiosity may bring. For News Center 10, I'm Matt Doty reporting.